What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to stop negotiating with your mind and simply get shit done. Yeah. That's how I'm starting this episode. Because here's the thing. Either you do things to create the life you want, or you allow that little inner voice to get in the way of you taking action. And 99% of the time, it's literally that simple. You either take action or you don't. And what holds you back from taking action? That little voice inside your head. So let's talk about how to smash that little voice in your head. We have to destroy that little voice. Why? Because everything we want in life is usually on the other side of our fears. It's usually on the other side of that little voice that tells you that you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. What if people have a bad opinion of you? What if you get rejected? What if somebody says no? Everything that you want is on the other side of that voice. On the other side of all the excuses you give yourself. And everybody has excuses, right? And the thing is, if you're going to give yourself an excuse, cool. But what you need to understand is that you're going to have to live with those consequences later on in life. If you give yourself excuses on why you can't go to the gym, 5, 10, 20 years down the road, you're going to have to live with the consequences of what your body will be like if you don't take care of it, if you didn't take care of it. If you decide not to eat healthy for the next 10 years of your life and you give yourself excuses on why you're not eating healthy, you're going to have to live with those consequences later on in life. It's that simple. You either get what you want in life or you don't. And life can be easy now and hard later, or hard now and easy later. It all depends on if you're willing to put in the work and have delayed gratification versus instant gratification. And what do I mean by that? Delayed gratification is saying, I'm going to work out for the next 2 months, 4 times a week, knowing that your body isn't going to change that much in the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, hell, 2 months. And it might not be until 18 months from now until I have the body I want. And it's hard now, but it'll be easy later. Why is it easier later? Because now my body is working at a much better performance level because I'm used to doing all the things that used to kick my ass in the beginning. And years from now, you more than likely will have a healthy body and you won't need to take pain pills to get out of bed or have trouble moving around. It's hard now. Working out most of the time ain't fun, but it makes life easier down the road. And the flip side of that, well, it's easy as hell to eat whatever you want right now. All the best tasting food is bad for you, right? But it's so good. And it's easy to eat the things you know you shouldn't be eating. And it's just as easy, even easier, to not work out. And years down the road, you could have blood pressure issues, a bad heart, obese, bad knees. I don't know. You might die sooner than you would if you had taken care of your body better. Instant gratification versus delayed. And so everything you want is on the other side of that little voice telling you to do those things that give you that instant gratification. And also fear. And Will Smith has one of my favorite quotes. He says, God put all the amazing things in life on the other side of fear. Everything that's amazing is on the other side of fear. And this is a cliche statement, but I'll be damned if it ain't true. The only thing you should fear is fear itself. I'm sure we've all heard that, because fear is literally the boundaries of your comfort zone. And if you're listening to a personal development podcast, then you're more than likely trying to get out of your comfort zone in some kind of way. You are. So that shows us that you are in a comfort zone. And when you get to the edge of that comfort zone, it's only natural for your mind and body to create that fear to try and paralyze you so you don't take action and break through your comfort zone. It's a safety mechanism. And the thing is, which you've heard me say before, the next step, the way to level up, to gain and attain the things you want in life is going to require you to step outside your comfort zone. Do you want to stay where you are forever? Hell no, you want to grow. The life you want is outside of your comfort zone. So you're going to have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's how you grow. Again, fear. Living your life captive to your fears will not give you a full life. What's going to happen is you're going to get to the end of your life and realize you wish you should have done more. And I don't know about you, but that scares the hell out of me. That's what I'm afraid of. Not living up to my full potential. So we all have this little voice inside us. And let me tell you, it doesn't go away. Ever. I've been working on this for over a year, and it's still there every day. The most successful life coaches, all the ones that I follow, they always talk about it. They always say it's going to be there. And they've been doing this for decades. So it's not going anywhere. We have to learn to stop listening to it. It's that little voice that's saying that you're not smart enough, that you're not pretty enough, that you're not fit enough, you're not worthy. Go back to bed and sleep in. Don't work out. Stay on Instagram another hour. Stay on the couch. Eat that food because it tastes good. Don't worry about the consequences. That's the voice we need to smash. Everything we want is on the other side of that voice. So when you notice that voice, you have to do the exact opposite of what it's trying to tell you to do. You have to. When you feel that little fear pop inside your head, you have to say to yourself, okay, this is that voice, and I need to do the opposite. It's telling me I need to do X. I'm going to do Y. I ain't going to listen to it. Well, you can listen to it, but you don't negotiate with it. What's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. Do not let that voice inside your head win. And you may be a person who lives in fear a lot. The voice in your head might be constant and just loud, so loud all the damn time. And like I said, you will never completely get rid of it, but you have to turn it down some. You have to. The difference between the people who have the life they want and those who don't isn't that one person has the voice and one doesn't. Is that the person that has the life they want doesn't listen to it. The people who are growing towards that life they want, the ones that are working on improving themselves, they still have that voice. They just don't listen to it. For example, I have a very athletic build, right? I work out a lot, so my body shows that. And people always ask me, how am I motivated to work out all the time? And the answer is, I'm not. I'm not motivated to work out all the time. Majority of the time, I don't want to. I have that same inner voice too. As a matter of fact, just today I was working out and that little voice was telling me, you got a good enough workout in so far. You can skip these last 2 sets. And I had to ignore it and just finish, even though the voice was probably right because I had busted my ass up until that point, but I wasn't finished. And finishing is important. So I turned it down and I just pushed through. So it's important to know this. You can't outthink your mind. I'm going to say it again. You can't outthink your mind. Now, one of the things I say all the time is that you have to think positive. You have to limit all those negative thoughts you have on a daily basis and fill your mind with positivity and optimism, because way too often we do the exact opposite. We think about all the ways things can go wrong. We doubt ourselves. We talk really horribly to ourselves, right? So I'm always preaching, think positively. Expect things to go right. Tell yourself you are enough. You are worthy. But you can't outthink your mind. Just because you take the time to think about all the limiting beliefs you have won't actually make your limiting beliefs any better. You know what makes your limiting beliefs better? Taking action against them. So if your limiting beliefs are, I don't think I'm worthy in some kind of way, well, what you need to do is start working on yourself. Maybe you need to do that research and gain that knowledge you don't have. Maybe you need to eat healthier and work out consistently so that you can get your body to a place you feel good about. Maybe you need to take the time to actually put in work and actively improve your credit. Maybe you need to really focus on how you treat others. It's those actions that will result in you improving yourself that will lead to you reversing that limiting belief. Because if you work on the things about you that you can change, you will eventually feel like you do deserve it, that you are worthy because you have put in the work and done the things that other people aren't willing to do. You can't think your way out of your limiting beliefs. You have to take action against them. And when that little voice pops up, take that action instead of being paralyzed by it. Because if you are, then those limiting beliefs win. But that action is what's going to lead you to the life you want. Now, there's a book by Ryan Holiday called The Obstacle is the Way. And basically, the concept is whatever you want out of life, those dreams, goals, accolades, the job, the house, the car, the way to get it is through the obstacle that's in front of you right now. The obstacle that your mind and body present to you or that the universe presents to you is the way to get there. You've got to go through that damn thing. The obstacle is showing you what you need to work on. And most people try to avoid the obstacle. They try to avoid the triggers, but they are literally showing you what you need to work on. You can't ignore it. If you continue to avoid it, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. So when that voice pops up, you have to go through it. It's going to tell you all the negative things that you want to hear, all the things that you're not, all the ways you can't, that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you don't have enough money to do this, that you don't have enough time to do that you're not pretty enough, that you're not strong enough. It's going to tell you all these things, and you just have to push through. That is your biggest area of growth. Your comfort zone is where that voice is trying to keep you, and your comfort zone is where all your dreams go to die. I say it all the time because all of your dreams are outside of your comfort zone. And if you wait to do something when you're comfortable, you'll never get it done. You know how many people tell me that they're going to join my program next month? Or give me a couple of months when they're less busy. Then that month rolls by and they still aren't ready. And another month rolls by and they're like, oh, damn, I'm not really ready yet. Sorry. Until eventually they just kind of disappear. You know why? You want to know why it can feel like there's less to do a month from now or 2 months from now? Because it's a month away. My schedule is busy right now this week, but it's not like I'm going to stop working a month from now. No, things will come up. My schedule feels a lot more manageable than it is right now than what it feels like two months from now. But guess what? 2 months from now, my schedule is going to look a hell of a lot like it does right now. You always feel busier in the present moment than you do in the future. So if you pass off your dreams into the future, your future is going to look exactly like it does right now. You are making your future your current reality. You're still going to be busy in the future. Now, why am I saying this? Because the time is now. Stop acting like you're going to do it tomorrow. Stop acting like you're going to do it next week or next month. What you're doing is waiting to get comfortable. And that's that little voice. It's tricking you into believing that you're too busy, that you won't be just as busy in a month. It's keeping you in your comfort zone because that's really what it boils down to. Being busy isn't comfortable. Your brain wants you to be comfortable. And that's human nature. But something making you a little bit busier and something being impossible are two different things. But that voice is going to put that roadblock up in front of you. And if you let that roadblock stop you, your life is going to be exactly like it is 10, 20 years from now. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you alone now, but I want to leave you with the question, and I really want you to think about this question. The question is, how long have you currently been stuck in your comfort zone? A year? 2 years? 10, 20 years? The thing is, if you're being honest with yourself, you know you're in it. But how long will you stay there? Forever? Because if you stay there, your life is going to be exactly the same 2, 10, 20 years from now. You'll just be older. So why not take action now instead? You have to seek discomfort. Push towards those boundaries of your comfort zone and expand it. Because the bigger your comfort zone is, the less ways you will find to limit yourself. So how long have you been here in this comfort zone? Think about that. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.